Good morning. This is Eric Bancroft coming to you this morning on behalf of the Clarity Crew with your 2-minute drill. Have you ever had a situation in your life where it's been easier to commend others to the things of God, both by faith or by perspective, but you've had a hard time yourself when it comes to that, putting that in practice? Well, you're not alone, friends. There are people throughout history, including even the Bible, that's been true. This morning I'm thinking about Ruth chapter 1, where these ladies have all had all of their husbands die. And Ruth, as one of the daughter-in-laws to Naomi, is wanting to go back to Israel with Naomi. And Naomi is encouraging the daughters-in-laws, Orpah and Ruth, no, you should stay here in Moab. I'm going to go back, but you should stay. In fact, she even says to her daughter-in-laws, may the Lord deal kindly with you, as an expression of God's character and capacity to deal with people. And yet later on in that same chapter, when Naomi arrives back in Bethlehem with Ruth with her, who wanted to go with her, she, when she meets the townspeople, says basically, hey, I've got a name change. I used to be called Naomi, which meant pleasant. Now you can call me Mara, which means bitter, for the Lord has dealt bitterly with me. It's striking to me how short-sighted Naomi's vision of God's work in her life was. Had she experienced hard situations? Yes. Was it a tragedy which she'd been going through? Absolutely. But she had looked only in the immediate. And while she commended others to what God could and would likely do in their life, she could not even see that for herself. Friend, that might be a challenge for you in these days. You might be believing that God is sovereign, or believing that God is wise, or believing that God is good. In fact, even showing that and praying that for others. But for yourself, might feel like it's a season of bitterness, a season of quietness from the Lord. I mean to encourage you this morning from the book of Ruth to lift your head up and look long term. And if you can't see what God is doing, then at least see the God who is doing it. For he is wise and merciful and kind, and his ways are perfect and just and good. And may that be an encouragement to you this morning, that you not only commend others to trust in the Lord, but you, by confidence, do the same thing as well. This is Eric Bancroft coming to you on behalf of the Clarity Crew. Have a great day.